Entitled woman thought it was perfectly fine to block my driveway. Woke up this morning at about 7 a.m. checking my outside cameras as usual, when I'm greeted by the infuriating sight of a newish grey Toyota sedan firmly blocking my driveway. Even though it is frigid by California standards, I go outside to see if the person was inside and about to move, so I hopefully wouldn't have to escalate things. They were predictably not inside, so I called parking enforcement. It took them an hour and a half to get here, but apparently the person who blocked me in was in no rush. Thankfully, the parking enforcement officer was very nice. My mother and I handed over our IDs to prove we lived there, her house in front, mine in back, and he asked us if we wanted the car towed. I told him whatever gets it out of here. He told us to have a good day, and we went inside to watch the show from my security camera. The tow truck guy shows up, and him and the officer conversate. Now with the unholy racket the tow truck guy was making, the very loud conversation they were having, and the car alarm going off, you'd think this person would come skipping down the street any minute, right? NOPE. It wasn't until the tow truck guy and the officer were about to drive away that this older, Hispanic woman, late 50s maybe, makes her way down the street, seemingly no concern on her part, asking why her car was about to be hauled off. The way she was gesturing and pointing wildly, you'd think we did her a serious wrong. The officer very nicely pointed out, not to mention loudly as this will be important later, no less than 5 times that she was blocking our driveway. She seemed to not comprehend that it was against the law even after he showed her the pictures he took of her car while he literally spelled it out for her. You could hear him saying, "Here's the driveway, here's the property, and here's your car. You are blocking it." She tried to argue with the tow truck guy about getting her car back, but he did that shrug that clearly said, "Well, it's on the hook already. You'll have to pay," so she handed her card over while throwing our house dirty looks like she expected us to come out and berate her. No need. These guys were doing a bang-up job already. The kicker is, she did not even have the car keys. This woman apparently handed them off to a relative, so she was obviously planning on leaving the car there all day. So she had to go all the way back to her house, which was pretty far down the street because it took her a while to get a spare key. In that time, an extremely nosy neighbor of ours across the street decided to stick her nose where it didn't belong, asking the men why the woman was getting towed even though she SAW her blocking us. The tow truck guy, awesome dude, literally gestured at our driveway saying they couldn't even get out, with that incredulous tone of voice that you only reserve for the slow-witted ones. In the end, she needed to pay,